All right, welcome back to another episode of City Refs, the unofficial officials. I'm your boy Mondo. Varsity Dan's not here; he's feeling under the weather. But we have my good friend here, Anthony, season ticket holder, super fan of St. Louis City, and one of the owners of F45 Dogtown. Man, how's it going, brother?
It's going well, man. Midweek, can't wait for Saturday. It's gonna be a late one. I'm excited. LAFC, they're gonna be angry after playing RSL in the snow, and they're
Yeah,
fine. But we can talk about all that. But man, I'm excited.
yeah,
Thanks for
yeah.
having me, man. I'm honored.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. But before we get in, got to give a shout out to our sponsor, State Farm. Tanya Tyrion Agency. She covers Missouri, Illinois. So if you're looking to update your policy or looking for something new, check her out. Some of the best customer service, English, Spanish. Go with Tanya.com. Check her out. But other than that, man, let's jump right in. So obviously, we're still at the beginning of the season. I wanted to get your thoughts on how you think this season's going or the start of the season compared to last year's start.
Last year's start. Okay,
Yeah.
that makes a difference a little bit. Well, I mean, it's hard to. It's not quite apples to apples because we're still getting points, but 5-0, best start for any expansion team versus how we started so far. I'd say it's been rockier, but honestly, I'm not sweating it. I'm not saying claiming we're going to win the MLS Cup or anything, but I'm not really sweating it because I think this is our year of development. This is our year where we have breakout players, and we can talk more about
Celio.
that. But yeah, yep, Celio. Obviously, Sam is already a breakout player. He almost averages 1 goal a game.
Yeah, he was picking it up last year too, though.
Yep.
But
So I mean, I could go on and on, but we only got we only got like 30-ish minutes or so.
yeah,
Don't get
exactly.
me started, but yes, that if I had to describe it, the difference is last year they were learning how to play us. This year they've learned how to play us, and now we have to adapt. We have to become more possession, all that stuff. We're not talking full on tactics per se, but it's going to be a year of breakthrough.
Yeah,
Breakout, I should say.
and the good news is like our podcast does not focus on tactics at all.
Right.
Yeah, so that's a good thing.
Oh,
We're not getting
yeah,
into it.
I gotta hold my tongue. I know. I can go.
Yeah,
Yeah,
100%. That's all
rabbit
good.
trails all
Yeah,
day.
from the fan experience standpoint, like fans are still showing up. They're still
Yep.
excited,
Still
and
selling out.
exactly. And I think what's funny is I think fans forget that last year, like those first few games, there was some like weird stuff going on, like own goals,
Mm-hmm.
defenders passing back to Klaus. Like that's how he got a couple goals.
Austin, I remember that.
Yeah, like that we had a lot of like goofy things going on, but it just worked out like perfectly last year.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
this year, I mean, what, 2 ties, 1 win? That's all right. I'm happy.
Yeah, definitely. I'm more than satisfied. I think we're outperforming what we're projected, so that's always good. But in terms of fan experience, I don't know if there's going to be one that beats City Park, man. I mean, win or lose, St. Louis is a diehard soccer city. It is, and we've proven that at a minimum since 1950, when we sent all those players to the World Cup and beat England. But and since then, I mean, we've still been strong
Man,
as a soccer
I need to bring you to my next soccer trivia or something.
team. uh, Maybe I'll send Bob Bazada and send.
Yeah.
He'll answer every question with a story.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, bro, we were limited on time here, but that's funny. So I was looking too, and obviously, like all of us are in like the Facebook, Instagram,
Mhm.
mainly Facebook. There's a lot. I think you look on Reddit too. I see you get into it a little bit with other
I
fans.
do some research.
Yeah.
I
But
get
it's just
rabbit holes sometimes.
yeah, it's just funny like some of the things that are said on there.
Some of the posts.
Yeah, some of the posts get a little wild.
I think my favorite post, and I'm not going to name player names, but it was like insert player here is garbage. And then the response on a comment was someone just said, "You clearly don't know anything about soccer." Didn't
Yeah.
go into any detail, no rebuttal, no, just straight. It's show me you don't know anything about soccer. No, no
Yeah,
response other than that. I'm like, this is where we're at, really, guys.
yeah, I think if you like just search that page, like you don't know anything about soccer, you'll get like a million posts come up.
You'll instantly become a couch coach. And
Yeah.
You'll know
Oh man.
everything there is to know about fandom in St.
Yeah,
Louis.
and I'll say like Klaus, man, he's taking a lot of heat. I mean, last year I think he stepped up when we needed him to, and of course, he got injured. I mean, I think fans forget that these players are people too. Like they're gonna have off days, they're gonna have off weeks, they're gonna have slumps. Like you got to give them time.
I mean, even take you talk about fan experience. Take the greatest baseball player, in my opinion, ever, Albert Pujols. Even he had slumps. Absolutely. So yeah, Klaus is in a little bit of a slump. I don't think you can even. I don't think anyone can argue against the fact that yeah, he hasn't been the same since the injury. But you want to talk another sport that has a break, a comeback, if you will. Colton Parayko on the Blues. I know we're
Oh yeah.
talking city, but that man had injuries for a couple of years and he wasn't playing his potential, and now he's by far our best defender. Absolutely. And he's finally living up to his contract. So sometimes it just takes a little bit. Give the man some grace. I would say he and Sam play a similar game, that they're tall, things like that. So I just give them some time to work it out. And I bet you they start to get some goals
Yeah,
rolling.
and that's what I was looking to. Like Tim Parker, I forget when he got drafted by Vancouver, but like they said last year was his best year in the MLS.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like don't give him 2 games, man. Give him a while.
Yeah. Exactly. Exactly. Especially when we had so many changes over the off season.
Yeah, a
We
lot.
got new players. Got my boy Totlin. He's my new
Hey,
favorite, man. I
is
love that
he? I was gonna ask you who your favorite player was.
well, everyone, but I don't know. Just Totlin came in hot. He came in. He's just balled out. He has solidified our defense. Basically, I'm so excited for him to be on the team. And I mean, you want to talk about trivia? Lutz in an article said he was about half the MLS was trying to sign him, and
Dang.
he said they were pursuing him for 2 years to try to get him
Wow.
to come over here, and we finally got him. So I'm quality player. I can only imagine he's a quality human being if he's on this organization because we're so huge on
Yeah.
off field and on field character. So yeah, my new favorite. I mean, he's just got an awesome name, Topman.
Yeah. Who was your favorite before he showed up?
Probably Leuven.
Leuven. Okay, I can't wait to tell Leuven he got dropped like a sack of potatoes when Totland
I,
came here.
no, I still love Leuven. Absolutely.
Moved on to the
I'm
next
going to
best
talk
thing.
tactics, but I just wish he'd play. They would play him forward more. But we'll get.
Yeah, that's the one thing like with me and Danny, like once we meet these players and like get to know them on a personal level, like I don't care how they're playing. I'm like, put my boy in, let's go,
Right.
like
Exactly.
Leuven's been nothing but nice to like every
Absolutely.
fan that he's, come in contact with. I mean, all of the players.
Absolutely. He's a. And what's blown my mind is how a lot of them, without getting religious or anything like that, but a lot of them share the same faith.
Yeah.
So a lot of them are just actually living that out, if you will, and so because of that, they're kind human beings. That they're quick to just let if somebody messes up on the field, they're not yelling at their teammate. They're like lifting them up, stuff
Yeah.
like that. So I just yeah, I mean, Leuven's going to always be my boy. Absolutely. Klaus was a early fan favorite. Celio is going to be huge on. I mean, but my problem is I can list everybody. Just
Yeah.
Tottenham's exciting right now for sure. But yeah, I know one time Totland actually pointed to Tim. He said, "No, go back," and Tim actually went back into the center, and Totland shut down the winger on that play. And I was just like, "He's bossing Tim around. What just happened?"
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah,
So
that's
that was awesome.
it's just crazy how like small interactions or small things like that, like that's how, they become fan favorites or something. Like little things like that.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
That's
So
like to this day, like Celio, like we've had a lot of interactions with him. We love that dude. Like that's our
yeah.
boy. But like if he asks like, "Hey, who's your favorite player?" I'll be like, "Akil Watts, man. That's my guy. That's my guy. I can't say
Barely
anything
on
else."
P1, but we love him. Let's go. Keep
Yeah,
playing.
yeah, yeah. Well, but what's crazy is like when he does get subbed on or like he gets the occasional start, like my phone blows up because everyone knows like that's my boy and they're like, "Your
Boys
boy's
in.
in. Your boy's in. Let's go."
Go. I love it. I love that.
Oh man, did you
After this, I'm probably gonna get my phone blown up anytime
Totland? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
anytime Tottenham's starting or whichever. They'll be like, "Do you see it?"
Yeah, man, that's just fun. But I mean, speaking on that and like talking about the players like outside of soccer,
Yeah,
we did a little research because they all have like, new ventures, new projects that they're working out on outside of soccer. So
yeah,
like obviously like Sam and AZ, they're very close. They both have their own clothing brand,
yeah.
which AZ has First Move, and then Sam and his family have Vaps clothing, which I think that stands for the initials for like him and his siblings.
Is it? I didn't get. I wasn't able to research, the history on it. I was taking some notes on, what style it is. It looks, yeah, it's definitely it's a cultural thing for
Yeah.
sure.
Mm-hmm.
So there's some stuff in there that eh, that I thought was actually really cool. You
Yeah,
know,
so I'm like obsessed with the varsity jackets that Sam sells, like Vaps clothing sell. Like I'm obsessed with those things.
yeah.
I'm not ready to drop $300 on them,
Exactly. That's the other
but
thing. It's like, it is top of the line stuff, but
yeah,
that's the line dollar price tag with it. So when I'm ready, I'll probably drop something on it. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. When I get some more sponsorships, I might,
There you go.
yeah, I might get one.
You
But
heard Tanya, send more.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, that's funny. Like our next sponsorship, they're like, "Hey, how did you get paid?" And you're like, "This is it. This jacket."
Right here. Yep.
Yeah, yeah,
Hey, Sam, if you want to throw out a Vaps jacket, we'll take one.
yeah, exactly. That's funny. Yeah, and then First Move by AZ, like he's just starting that. I think he has a few T-shirts, a few
Yeah, that's what I
articles of
saw.
clothing.
Yeah, he's got a few. I really liked his designs, though. Honestly, it talks about being bold, and things, challenging. I don't know if it's only challenging men or challenging all humans. I'm not sure. Again, I was just able to kind of briefly look at the website, but yeah, some of those designs are really cool. Like think ahead.
Yeah, and I'm pretty
It's
sure he designed all of that. That's what's
I bet
crazy.
he.
Like he drew.
Yeah,
Like he's an artist, man.
I can see it. I don't have any doubt believing that's true.
Yeah, it's just wild. Like, and then Akil Watts, my boy, he's starting his own clothing brand.
Hmm.
It's still in the beginning stages, so we'll be promoting that once it gets up and going. We'll be
Yep.
pushing that out. You'll see that around. So it's just awesome. Like they have this platform and they're choosing to to do what they love outside of soccer as well. I mean, it's pretty
Yeah.
cool. And
Absolutely. I
yeah,
mean, it's what you do. Honestly, it shows who they are, and like you said, they're humans just like we are. So
oh yeah. And then if Akil watches this clip, me and Danny are gonna take that dude down in bowling.
was that?
He's Akil Watts used to bowl in high
Oh,
school.
in the sport of bowling. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
He's a good bowler.
Yeah, apparently he's really good.
Dang.
Yeah.
Okay.
The dude
That's
showed
cool.
up to yeah, he showed up to Top Golf. Me, Ezra, my wife were there. He showed up to Top Golf and he just beat us all. Dude doesn't even golf.
That's crazy. I
Yes.
am so bad at golf. It's
Yeah.
not.
I mean, me too, but I golf every now and then, so I didn't think he'd beat me, but he did. So I was like, man, whatever. Oh, and then the next venture here. So, see
Actually, a
that?
pretty good transition point.
Yeah,
Sure.
exactly. Jake Nerwinski is
Yeah,
now like
yeah.
partnered with Hello Juice for a little collection. I think it's St. Louis
Yeah.
City soccer smoothie, the
Yep.
Fiesta Bowl, and
Yeah.
then a Jake
Fajita bowl.
Juice. Yeah,
Fajita bowl. Yeah.
Fajita Bowl.
I
Fiesta
actually
Fajita Bowl.
I actually have one right here, and we can try live, just to get a reaction. Shout out to Hello. Is it Hello Eats or just Hello? I think it's Hello Eats. That's what it says on here, at least.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Hello.
Shout out to
I think it's
Hello.
Hello Juice, but that's probably a product.
Yeah, I don't know. That's what I mean. I don't know which one's the umbrella name, but Hello Juice, Hello Eats. Shout out to you. Excited to try this. It's a steak fajita. So it's got peppers, it's got steak, it's got potatoes. I'm excited to
It's
try
got
this.
honey. I heard Jake said like there's like honey in there. Like that's like an added ingredient.
It does. Honey, hot honey sweet potatoes.
Okay.
So
All right.
the
Yeah, give it a
honey
try.
is
Let's I'm excited.
mm, mm, that's good. Fun fact about me: I don't like steak normally, but I could finish this bowl. That's good.
Okay. All right.
Mm.
So what is the yeah? So I heard you down that Jake juice.
I did. It was really good. So it's blood orange, mango, dragon fruit, pineapple, and lime. You just give it a little shake, and it was smooth. It was refreshing. I could honestly imagine being on a very hot day in summer. and that being the perfect drink for it.
Okay.
Not joking. It was really good.
All right. Well, all right. So you
No, it's just water, obviously,
yeah,
but
yeah, yeah. He loved it so much he kept the bottle.
I did.
Yeah.
It's a funny story. So I sent my wife's name is Cassandra. I sent her. I said because I was working. I said, hey, I need you to go to Kirkwood, stop by Hello Juice. I need you to get all 3 items from Jake Nerwinski's collection because I need to try them. I need to know how good they are. I just heard about it yesterday. Um, and she didn't stop there. She got those items. I tried the soccer smoothie as well. It was really good. The texture was perfect. I'm a texture snob, dude.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah, yeah.
But she didn't stop there. She also got Kathy. She got Deborah, and the one that I'm going to try today live as well, Karen. I'm really
Oh.
excited for this
All
one.
right.
Watermelon, strawberry, lemon, and apple.
That sounds
Really
good.
excited.
That
It
sounds
sounds
good.
delicious. Yep. So again, shout out to Hello Juice. Excited that you guys are partnering with my boy Jake. Shout out to Giovanna. Anyone that she has signed is officially my boy, no matter what.
Yeah. Dude, she's doing crazy things. Like even with this Hello Juice, I'm like, what? Like where
That is smooth.
is it?
That is smooth.
Man, I'm jealous. I should have went and got some too.
Here, just let me throw it to the camera.
Yeah, that'd have been a good trick. I'm like, boom.
That would have been
Oh.
so cool. We should have planned
Yeah, next time. Next
that.
time.
But yeah, no, that's good stuff. Honestly, I would recommend every one of them that I've tried so far. The steak fajita bowl, I'd recommend. I would say I like the Jake better than the Karen, but the Karen is really good for sure.
Oh man. Yeah, I mean that's awesome. So me and Danny saw it and we're like, all right, we gotta go try it live to get our reactions. Cause I love steak, first of all.
Yeah, that most people do.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And then the smoothie looks delicious. And then Danny says he can't wait to get a hold of that Jake juice.
It's really good. Yeah, that's
There
my
we
favorite out of all the items is the Jake juice.
the Jake juice.
Interesting name, but I like it. Yeah, no, it's quality juice for sure.
All right, there we go. And I mean, I think Jake's gonna be doing some fun things, getting out in the community, doing some stuff. It hasn't
Good,
been announced yet, but I think he's gonna do something with the pitch, like the bartending event
nice.
coming up soon.
That's
So fans
always a
will,
fan favorite.
yeah.
Drinking alcohol while being served by a city player can't lose.
I mean,
Can't
what's
lose.
nice about that is like you go to the bar, like you're already gonna get your own drink anyway, right? So this case, like a city player makes it for you or hands you a beer, you get some stuff signed, and then that's
Yep,
it, and it's a free
always a
event.
fan favorite. Yeah, that's the best part. There's no cover charge
Oh yeah,
as well. So
and a lot of players show up like that aren't involved in the event. They show up.
I remember the last one that I went to. I think it was the last one they had it. It was Bartlett and Celio,
Celio, yeah.
and it Berkey showed up, and then everybody
Ooh,
started getting on their phones like Berkey just showed up, and then they got flooded. They had to like not rope off, but essentially those things that you connect with, whatever that.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
They had to like rope it off, and somehow I was sitting at the one table that they roped inside
I was
it.
wondering how you got that VIP access.
I don't know, man. I just happened. Janice and I were sitting there. Janice is my studio manager for F45 Dogtown. But yeah, I was sitting there, and then apparently Tim Parker joined, Jake Nerwinski joined, and I'm like sitting. I found myself sitting with the players, and I'm like, here we go.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. Yeah, like when Berkey came in, like up until that point, that was the only player. I mean, Stroud, and I think there's a couple other, but like one of the bigger names, obviously
Yeah.
Berkey, that we had not like come in contact with yet. So I'm
Mhm.
like, dude, I gotta get him to sign my jersey, get a few
Yeah.
stuff for giveaways because we
We
always
would
do
have
that.
everyone else.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm like, let's just wait. I'm gonna wait, let him, chill out. And then the
Yep.
line just never slowed down. I'm like, all right, I gotta get in there.
I was gonna say, were you able to go to the one signing event he actually had, the official signing event?
Yeah, 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 yeah. That was awesome. We had such a blast, man. We have a short, like 5-minute video. We got to mic up Parker for some of the fan interactions. Yeah, you'll have to check it out.
Nice. Yeah, I will send me a link.
Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's pretty funny, man. And that's another thing too. Like a lot of fans, like if we weren't there, like they would have never seen that side of like the event, which was
Right.
it's pretty cool that we got to do. So I'm hoping we can do that, more this year. So we'll see.
There'll be events. I know. G's got things up her sleeve. Don't you worry.
Yeah, I know, and it's like the pitch thing, like they've done multiple times, but it's always so fun. It's like you have
Yeah,
to keep
and he's
including
different
those.
players too.
Exactly, different players, and like who doesn't want to go to a bar and drink with them, you know? But then you have like the four hands event, you know,
Mhm.
like and stuff like that, and then the workout events, which we'll get to in another episode. I'm excited to talk about that and share that. So
Yeah, the sneak preview on that. So Giovanna is the events
marketing.
and marketing agent for a number of players. Not every single one, but a number of players. And we've done 2 events with her, and let's just say a third one is in discussions.
Oh,
We're just trying to figure out a date. um, and she is it will be 3 players we've never had an event for. So and on top of that, pending everything gets signed, of course, on the player side, that's another thing. But it'll be 3 players we've never had an event for, and it will possibly be Totland.
oh, let's go. Hey, no wonder you're all excited about
Yeah,
Totland, dude.
absolutely. So I may or may not have requested it.
Yeah.
Tim Parker may or may not have nudged him. Hey, reach out to G. Who knows?
Yeah, that's awesome. Dude, that's crazy.
So yeah, I think his involvement and a couple others like Jake's and whatnot. I think they're about to really start doing some events left and right here. I'm hoping if I can secure it, I'm hoping I can get Totland's first public signing. That'd be dope.
Yeah, that would be pretty crazy. And you know what's awesome about that is like that's a unique experience too. Like we won't get too much into it because I want to save a lot of this for another episode. But like those are very unique experiences, and even like me and Daniel are in the worst shape of our lives, man, and
Right.
we have a blast. So I mean, we'll put F45's socials on the bottom. Go give them a follow. Keep up with these events.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, there's gonna be a lot going on over there. So great people
And
run that place
we'll have to do a follow up interview after that event, whenever
with
it is.
Totland.
I would love that. That would be awesome. But no, I just meant F45 Dogtown staff and city refs will have to do one. So what that means is followers, listeners, tune into that one as well.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be exciting. Man, I have so many fun stories I want to share, but I'm like, I gotta save them. I gotta save them.
I hold my tongue.
I know. Oh man, and that's why I was like, I can't introduce Anthony anymore because like it's just a funny story on like on how we met and like like how we got introduced. But we'll
Yeah,
save that story for another
good
time.
times. Good times, man.
Yeah,
Look at
but
us
yeah, I
now.
know. Which is it's like that's what's crazy. It's like being a fan of City. I mean, running the podcast. Like if we did, I don't know if we didn't have this podcast, I don't think we would have ever met really or like stayed in contact.
Statistically, probably not.
Yeah.
But I'm so glad that you have the podcast, and I'm glad that you were at the event. I'm glad you and Danny Varsity Dan.
Varsity Dan, baby.
I'm so glad you guys have your identities in that way, just because it's so much fun. It adds to you guys add so much to the supporter section, honestly, and everybody loves you guys.
Thank you,
So,
thank you. Which is weird now because we have season tickets that are not in the supporter section anymore.
aw.
So I wanted to
Well, let's
talk.
talk about that difference then. What's that like?
So we haven't really experienced any other seats outside of the supporter section, like when
Yeah.
it's me and Danny.
Okay.
So I don't know. I don't know what it's like. Like, I mean, you guys have season tickets. Where's
We're
your section at?
we're at 129. So if you're in the supporter section, we go 127, 128, and then 129 to your right. So you could actually look at over from the supporter section and see me. Um,
Okay.
I'm I'm in the second to last row of 129, closest seat, like aisle seat, closest to the supporter section.
Okay.
So
So you're on the
you can
west
see.
side.
I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. Because
Yeah.
110, we're going to be in 110, and that's still, we go through the northeast
Okay.
entrance.
Why'd y'all switch?
I mean, we didn't necessarily want to like so obviously we've been wanting to be season tickets from day one.
Yeah.
And then I finally my timestamp got hit. They
Oh,
reached
you
out.
weren't a season ticket holder last year?
No, yeah, no, not at all. So
Oh,
we've
that
been buying
okay.
tickets. I
Yeah.
mean,
Wow, that's even bigger of a commitment.
yeah, I mean we've been grinding, man. Danny's been, grinding more ways than one, but we've been
Yeah.
we've been trying to get those tickets, but it
Yeah.
was insane last year. And that's why like I appreciate all of our sponsors and partners that are helping us out this year, especially before we even knew we were going to have season tickets.
Yeah.
um but yeah, it was wild. They sent the email, and I'm like, no way, you know. And then at first, I'm like, they only offered them like in the 100 level, and I'm
Mm,
like, so no GA. I'm like, but I can't pass up not being a season ticket holder.
right. You can
S-
always transfer to GA if it's ever available.
Yeah, and then I'm thinking, I was like, next year, like obviously, like I just had a kid. Danny has, Weston, and we're like, we'll start taking our wives. Maybe we'll upgrade to 4 seats. So because I mean, it would
Yeah.
be tough having them two kids in the GA section.
I wouldn't know. I have not had the honor yet of standing in the supporter section. I've walked past it. I've walked out into it, and then as I'm like circling the
Yeah,
stage,
yeah,
and it's ear deafening. Those drums. Uh,
yeah.
I can only imagine. It's a heck of a time. Absolutely. I feel like I'd have to wear earplugs just to make sure I don't damage my hearing. But
I feel like
I
once you're in it, you kind of like forget about like all the noise. Like you're just
yeah.
there having a good time, like cheering, shouting, some bad words, and then it's just like, you kind of
Maybe
forget.
direct towards the referee.
Yeah, and then you walk, yeah, and then you walk out of the supporter section, and then you're
Not
like,
you,
"What?
for
What'd you
real.
say?"
The official ref, not the official unofficial ref.
Yeah, exactly. Oh man, it's just funny. Like people will be like, "Refs, you suck," and I'm like, "Whoa,
Hey,
whoa, easy, easy."
whoa, way, yo,
Yeah,
hey,
but I
yo.
never take offense to that. Like when people
That's
say
good
like, "Ref, you
because they're
suck."
not geared towards you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but we did have a couple drunk people come up to us, and they're like, "Ref, you're doing a terrible job," yelling at us, and we're like, "Dude,
Thanks.
I'm drinking a beer. Like maybe this is what I'm like. I'm drinking this beer so I can make better calls. Get off my
Yeah,
back."
there you go.
Oh man, but it's fun. So what is it like in the seats? Like is it just as rowdy or not?
So I have some friends that have different seats in different spots. So I've sat in different spots. So I've had a unique perspective. I've gone into the Ultra Club, Michelob Ultra Club. There we
Yeah, yeah,
go.
yeah.
And it depends on what you're looking for. So I'm not going to talk bad about any experience at all because everybody has a different desire, if you will. So
Yeah.
if you're looking to just chillax, casually watch the game, drink a lot of alcohol, be in the colder months, be in heated area, Michelob Ultra is gonna be the way to go.
Okay.
Absolutely. Because you have to have a special wristband to get in, and so it's limited. So there's not going to be a crazy amount of lines. They have their own dedicated bathrooms. So they have you can walk outside and still go sit as
Yeah.
well in a seat, if you will. And most of those people sit. So that's been a heated topic of standing
Yeah.
and stuff like that. Talk about the Facebook groups. But so Michelob Ultra Club, you'll be able to sit. The other experience I was able to do was the Together Credit Union, and those seats are cushioned.
Oh.
That was an interesting scenario. I looked around and I saw a lot of people on their phones in the middle of the game, and up there I didn't hear any cheering, like doing the supporter section cheers or anything. Granted, it was a pretty good distance away from it, so
Yeah.
it's outside, it echoes, it's distance, so it's I mean, unless you have the lyrics in front of you and you're reading them, it'd be hard to know them anyway.
Yeah.
Uh, Even in 129 being 3 sections over with your megaphones and everything, a lot of us they don't usually do the lyrics, they just do the tone and the melody,
Yeah.
if you will, because some of the cheers are a lot of lyrics, but that doesn't mean I'd take them away. But yeah, everybody, so if you're looking for like a baseball game, Bush Stadium kind of experience, that go to the Together Credit Union tickets. You'll have cushion seats, which isn't at Bush, but in terms of, it'll be a nice cush feeling. You'll be able to chat with your people around, again, casually watch the game, but you're not like inside per se as much.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
can, they have their own pizza up there that they don't sell anywhere else in the
What?
stadium. Yeah, it's similar to like a Jets brand, like Jets
Got it.
Pizza,
Okay. Yeah.
similar to that, like a Detroit style. There we go. That's what I'm really looking for.
Do you
So
have
they
to have
have
a wristband for that too? Together Credit Union?
yes, yes. And again, the only reason I was able to do this was because I had friends who have tickets there, and they were like, "Hey, somebody couldn't come to the game. You want to come up and sit with me?" And I'm like, "Yes, I'll come sit there." I was already at the game. I was already in my seat. I just left my seat.
Yes. See, you're doing what we want to do. Like we want to like get out and experience the different
Yeah,
with us because we're rowdy, man. We'll yell at the real
and
ref and other
I
players.
all game,
Yeah.
all
And me and Danny, we build up, we build each other up too. Like,
yeah.
we hype each other up. So I
I
like,
got my own hype man right behind me too. Don't
yeah,
worry.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
18. His name's Tom. Tom, shout out if you see this.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah, we
But
love Tom. He's
that's
infamous for
interesting, at
just
least to
yelling
know.
ref and nothing. It just ref, 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 just going. No explanation, just ref.
And you're like, actually, I've never heard him say anything else, like ever. Yeah, like nice
That's
to meet you. I'm Anthony, and he's like, ref.
no. So no, Tom gets the whole section going.
That's awesome.
He's awesome. So yeah, we're a little rowdy. Everybody stands obviously in 129. So that's the biggest difference. Lower bowl, upper bowl is that the vast majority of people stand. So I would say I'm probably one of the leaders in the cheering as well. Like Tom's probably the number one in the section that I can think of. And then 128 gets pretty rowdy too. They got some drinkers.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, we have a whole bunch of stuff like what's offsides, and somebody else will be like, I don't know. The ref doesn't even know. Who knows? And stuff. So we got a lot of sayings that we've kind of just developed in 129. It's a good time. You should come say hi sometime.
Yeah, absolutely. Like we do trivia, with Caldy's Coffee. So if you get it right, you get a free Caldy's Coffee. So we're making our way around the stadium in different sections. So maybe we'll hit that section next after 110, of course, because that's our section now.
Yeah, Santos actually made it the last game. He caught us being a little quiet, so he brought his megaphone and his flag over, and he just like chanted right at the top of 129.
Yeah, that's funny. I mean, that's awesome to hear. Like how it's kind of becoming a family over there too. You guys have your own thing, and that's pretty cool. I mean, that's what I'm hoping for in section 110. I've heard a lot of people reach out like and say, "Hey, welcome to 110. Like this is gonna be great." So we're excited because at first, like, if you're front row in the supporter section every game, it's hard to leave that. It's so hard to leave that. So I'm trying to stay positive on the situation because I am super excited to.
You're gonna love it. It's gonna be different, but it's not going to be like better or worse. It's just going to be a different experience that's equally as good.
I know. And that's like the whole thing. Like we want to branch out and like go to different parts of the stadium and like so we can report on that experience and have fun. But it's just been so hard to leave that spot. So now it's like forcing us to do it. So and it like opens up so much time beforehand because we had to get in line like hours beforehand. And now we're like, dude, we can go around, talk to other fans, like enjoy ourselves. Like,
yeah, I show up at like 6.
Yeah, we have to show up at like 4, man. It's insane.
It's unreal.
Yeah, it's imagine doing that. Like, you don't have season tickets. You're being that committed, showing up early, waiting in line. Like, it's a whole thing, man. It's wild. It's a lot of work.
Might have to do a psych eval on you. You're a little crazy there.
Yeah, I know. But I mean, eventually, like it was the same people in line, so like we would just grab beers. Like some people were like starting to bring coolers, like and sharing beer. So I mean, it was pretty awesome. But yeah, man. I just want to say thanks for coming on, sharing some insight on the seated area. That makes me feel a little bit better as we go into these next few games, especially.
Yeah. You call it seated, but you'll stand the whole time. Don't worry.
Yeah. But
you'll sit at halftime.
We'll sit at halftime. Yeah.
That's an upgrade.
Exactly. Yeah, except at halftime we're running around like this, so
always.
it's like we're never in the same spot usually. At halftime before the game, we're running around talking to fans and stuff. But yeah, we'll make our way over to section 129, see what the vibes are, do some trivia, have a good time. Yeah. Until next time, man. Like you said, we'll have an F45 episode coming out soon this season. Really looking forward to that one. So yeah, check out F45. And until next time, brother, I appreciate it.
All right. Thanks for having me, man. Appreciate it.